Okay, so the outer square has a side 8 centimeters. So let's work out the perimeter of that. This is going to be 8. This is going to be 8. This is going to be 8. So outer square is equal to 4 times 8 is equal to 32 centimeters. Okay, and the inner square, here the inner square is 6. This is 6, this is 6, this is 6. So inner square is 4 times 6, so that's 24. So the difference is 8 centimeters. Okay, so we need to work out the perimeter of the shape. What do we know? The shape is made up of 3 rectangles. So one side is 3. This is going to be, do we know? This is going to be 1. Okay, and this is going to be 3. This is going to be 3. And this is going to be 1. And this is going to be 1. Okay, we know this part here is 3. So the rest of it, okay, so this bit, okay, it's going to be 6 minus 3. Okay, 6 minus 3, that's going to be 3. Okay. So let's put everything all together. So we start from this side here, so this will be 1, this bit is 1 as well, plus 3. Okay, plus 1. Okay, I'm doing all of this, top bit, so that's equal to 3. Plus 1, then we've got plus 3, plus 3. So how many 1s do we have? We have 4 1s, so 4 times 1. And how many 3s do we have? We have 4 times 3, so that's equal to 4 plus 12 is equal to 16. So the answer is A, 16 centimeters. Okay, so we need to find the shaded region. So this is basically the big right angle triangle minus the small right angle triangle. So the big one is got 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3. Here we've got small one is 4 and 3. Area of a triangle, area of a triangle is equal to half times base times perpendicular height. What does perpendicular height mean? This is the height is at an angle 90 degrees with the right angle. So here. So let's work out the area. So big one is half times 3 times 6. Okay, so that will be, what's 18, that will be 9. And then we're subtracting half times 3 times 4. Okay, and that's going to be 6. So 9 minus 6 is 3, and we're using centimeters, so the area is going to be centimeters squared. So the answer is A. Okay, so what fraction of the large rectangle is shaded? I'm going to say each side of the square is 1. So the large rectangle area is equal to the length times the width. So length times width. So the length is 4 and the width is 2. So that's 8. Now let's try to find the area of the shaded region. The first shaded region we have triangle here. So this is a shaded region. Okay, so here this is a triangle, so it's going to be base times height times half. So that's going to be 1 times 2 times a half. Okay, so that's going to equal to 1. Okay, then we've got the second region. Okay, which again is going to be 1 times 2 times a half. So this is going to be equal to 1. Then we have this region here. Okay, so it's going to be the length times the width. Okay, so this is going to be 3 times 1, which is going to be 3. And finally, we have this right angle triangle. So it's going to be half times base. Base is 1, height is 1. Okay, so this is going to be 2 a half. Okay, so let's work out the entire value of this. So this is going to be 5 plus a half, so 5.5. Okay, so the fraction is 5.5 over 18, over 8 I mean. And here we want the numerator and the denominator to be whole numbers, so we can multiply both sides by 2. So this will equal to 11 over 16. So our answer is A. Okay, so we want to work out the area of these 4 strips. So let's firstly work out the area of one strip. So one strip is this. Okay, so we're told that this is 10, this is 1. Okay, so one strip is equal to 10 times 1, which is equal to 10. Okay, now we have these 4 strips. So 4 strips, it's just going to be 4 times 10. So we've got 40 centimeters squared. But then you notice that there's a bit of overlapping going on. So there's a bit of overlapping between 2 strips here, 2 strips here, 2 strips here, and 2 strips here. So we need to do some subtracting. So the overlapping parts, okay, are square. So here, this width is 1, and this width is 1. So we have four squares, which is equal to 4 squares. Okay, and the area of each square is 1 times 1. So that's equal to 4. So overall, the area covered by strips is equal to the 4 strips, which is 40, minus the overlapping parts, which is 4. So this is going to be 36 centimeters squared. So your answer is D. Okay, so if we had 1 square, okay, the perimeter is 4. If we had 2 squares, okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the perimeter is 6. If we had 3 squares, okay, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the perimeter is 8. So we're looking for a relationship between the number of squares and the perimeter. Okay, so if we had, so for the first term, okay, this is equal to 4. Okay, it's the second term. Okay, we started with 4, and then we're adding 2. Third term, we're starting with 4, and we're adding 2 twice. Okay, so what do we have? So 4, so the nth term. Okay, we've got 4, we've got 2, so there's a relationship. So here, in the second term, we're adding 2 just once. Third term, we're adding 2 just twice. Nth term, we're adding 2 n minus 1 times. Okay, so we want to work out the perimeter for 2004 squares. So let's work that one out. So we've got n is 2004, so 4 plus 2 times 2004, subtract 1. So that is going to equal to 4010. Okay. So we have 2004 squares, the perimeter is 4010. So B is our answer.